Hey, this is Kaiser from Alliance, and I'm here to show you some tips and tricks how to climb as a support, show some of the build paths you can go, some of the strongest champions right now in the meta, and yeah, enjoy. So the most important thing about laning as a support main is helping your AD carry farm and helping your AD carry trade as well. For example, in this case, if your AD carry is let's say this is your AD carry and these two are this is their AD carry and this is the enemy support. You should always not stand for example in this bush, because then those two can pressure your AD carry from last hitting. You should always be either in front of your AD carry or just sit in bushes, apply pressure that way, so the enemy has to be scared of you. Because let's say the enemy support this is Nautilus, he hooks your AD carry. You're not in range to protect him, right? But let's say you're here, sure you can get hooked, but it's always better if you get hooked rather than your AD carry usually. And the second scenario, you can always for example, just EW enemy AD carry. Okay, in this case I didn't hit, but let's pull him a bit further up, I guess. So let's say your AD carry wants to trade with enemy AD carry, you're always in position to just Eon him, out attack the enemy AD carry, and just be there to help. So yeah, that's just really important that you and your AD carry are in sync and just trading together, because in a if you make a lane 1v2 because enemy support is sitting in this bush or whatever, then you can already win the lane by just out attacking the right target. Another important thing about supporting is knowing what to do when you come out of base, because let's say this wave, you push in this wave, this wave is already cleared. You can recall, right? The wave is under the tower. Nothing is gonna happen. Your AD carry can recall as well. And what do? The most of the time, what people in lower elos do, they just buy their pink wards, buy their items, and just right click back into bot lane. But the problem with that strategy or with that thinking is that you don't really do anything on bot lane right now, because your AD carry is kind of safe, because the wave is right here, it's not coming back in for a minute or something. So you don't really have to be on bot lane. So what you do is you just go out through mid. Maybe your mid lane is getting ganked, maybe the wave is in this position, it's frozen on the tower. Okay, this is not frozen on the tower, but maybe your mid laner is under pressure from the enemy mid laner or for the enemy jungler, and what you can do is just provide vision for him. You can get deep into the jungle, get some wards in, so you can see the enemy jungle. And for example, if this spots the enemy jungler right here, then you're already really good in the game, because your jungler knows where the enemy jungler is. He knows his jungle pathing, and that info helps your jungler a lot. So just be on the lookout. Look at bot wave. Do you need to be bot lane? If you don't, then you might as well just do something else, right? You might as well just be mid lane, get some vision, maybe look for a mid lane gank, and then if the wave is coming back to your side, your AD carry is sitting on a tower, and then you should go back to bot lane and protect them again. Another really important thing, maybe the most important thing, is your synergy with your jungler, because what I see is most of the time support main they just sit on bot lane, just think about their own lane and just trade, don't think about anything else. And then your jungler, this is maybe the enemy jungler, this is your jungler, they're fighting for scuttle, right? You have push right here, but they don't move. You're just pushing the wave, you're maybe hitting tower, and your jungler is calling for help, he wants the scuttle, and that's where you come in. That's where the support div comes in. Support div is jungle div. You can go there first, you can W the, or you can engage on the enemy jungle, you can push him out, your jungler will thank you for that, because he gets a free scuttle. And maybe you can even deep ward the enemy jungle then, oh, blue buff is spawning, or blue buff is up. You can invade with your jungler, let's say you are stronger on the bot side of the map, you can just invade with your jungler, take this blue buff, take this Grom, and your jungler will be super far ahead. So just be wary of what your jungler also wants to do. It's really good if you listen to his pings. If he doesn't communicate, just look at what he does. Maybe he's clearing red buff, maybe he's clearing golems, and then he's not recalling, so he might want to look for a gank, and maybe he wants to look for an invade. So just be mindful of that, because a good support always helps out not only his AD carry, but also his jungler and mid lane, of course. Top lane, who cares? The best champions in the meta right now are Rel and Alistar, I would say, maybe Thresh as well. just engage supports, because right now the best AD carries kind of dictate what the best supports are as well, because like champions like Tristana, Kaiser, they're really strong right now and they really want like an engage support with them so they can jump in. Like for example, if this is Tristana, he doesn't really want, I mean, he can play with the Janna that like sits behind him and he just trades alone, but what he really wants is like an engage support that like jumps on him, jumps on AD carry, and he jumps as well, and then you just one-shot the enemy, right? Those champions are usually just kind of better in, I mean, maybe not in solo queue always, but usually also in solo queue. I recommend like just playing Rel, playing Alistar, playing Rakan, like these engage supports. Like even Thresh, you know, like even though it's not a traditional engage support, it's really strong in the meta right now. If your AD carry picks like a Jinx or something, like something immobile, then Thresh is a really good pick, because you can like save him. Like let's say this is a Nautilus, you know, like your Jinx is under pressure, you can just throw it on the Lantern, save them from like any danger.